Oh, here's a few more lights from Olight here. They just sent these guys for review. And I've been using this guy now for over a week. And so far, so good. She is freaking awesome. And of course, I got a whiny puppy right beside me there, all blurred out. Got an engine stand all set up there to... Is that what you wanted? Nah, we're just feeding the other dog in the room, so she gets a little bit sniffy when she doesn't get to eat. Otherwise, they tend to fight. So this light right here, here's some specs on it here. I believe it's what was it, 1500 looms on turbo, so it's pretty decent. It runs on an 18650 battery, and of course it has a magnetic recharge at the back. Two-way pocket clip, which means you could clip it this way or that way. I'm just showing you the box for now. This one here, I actually showed some beam shots in my last Olight video, so I am not going to open this one up. This one I'm actually going to give it to someone. So this light here, these little guys here actually surprised me. They run on a single AAA battery, 180 looms, which doesn't seem like much, but you know something? It's freaking awesome for the size. This light is really tiny. They're actually the size of what they show in the box. And so here's Warrior Mini. I've been using it again for about a week. And pretty grippy on the tail, or the front cap here. So I'll try to get a better shot in there. You can see. The back of it here now is magnetic. Try to put this down and get it in focus here. So you can see, because it's magnetic, a lot of junk gets stuck in there. And that's not metal shavings. Well, maybe it is. My sand that's around my house, it has a lot of magnetic sand. So it's getting pulled into the switch around the edge there. And believe it or not, I charged it probably 5 times with that in there. Never had any issues whatsoever with it charging. Never had the charger get hot. Never had any issues. I also noticed they updated their magnetic chargers here, so you can see they can handle most likely a little bit more power. Very strong magnet on there. I mean, you can pick up the whole light by it. So, very strong. So that is a bonus. Just find your charger. Connects instantly. So much nicer for quick charges at the end of the night. Again, I have charged this guy, I don't know if it's like 4, maybe 5 times. The only issue I found so far with this light is in my pocket one day, it accidentally turned on. So, back tail switch here. So basically, you can see, you actually have to press it pretty quick for it to stay on. So I don't know how it turned on in my pocket. Yes, I could have pressed this button. That could be what happened. But it ended up killing the battery. So what I've been doing now is just being a little bit more careful. It sticks out of the pocket enough that I see it. And again, that was only the one time it happened. Every other time did not happen. But myself, what I normally do is going to be hard to do this with one hand here. But what I normally do with all my flashlights is I'll actually unscrew them. That's pretty much one full rotation, and then I put them in my pocket. The only thing is with this light, like sometimes one full rotation works, and then other times it doesn't. So you can see this button still turned it on, the back one doesn't. But then this still turns it on. So you see what I'm saying, right? So that's one full rotation, and now the back tail switch doesn't turn it on. That's the way I had it in my pocket. But what I've been noticing, it's hard to do this here. That's roughly 2 rotations, and it still turns on. Ooh, this again hard to do with one hand. So, look at this. So, you see right about there, it shuts off now. So, let's just count these rotations the best I can anyway. That's 1, 2, 3, almost 3 rotations that it has to be turned to get it to stop turning on. Which, I mean, that's easy to get used to, but the thing is, at the 3 rotations, it's literally another half a turn, it seems like, and it falls apart. So again, great EDC light. Just one thing I thought I'd mention there. Full metal tail cap. Of course, it's magnetic, so you could stick it to anything. And that just turned it on. You stick it to anything. Works great. I even, for the hell of it, because, you know, this is your charging port. I even left it sitting on bare metal, and it still works. I don't see any kind of arcing. I don't see any kind of problems whatsoever. I used it for an hour and a half on bare metal before. And of course, I got a whiny dog there, but bare metal whatsoever. Doesn't make any kind of heat. Doesn't do anything, and seems to be working great. Okay, so I'm going to jump ahead to some of the beam shots that I have taken over the last 7 days, and we'll go from there. Seda, you really ripped up that cardboard. She grabbed a big chunk of cardboard from this engine stand, which I got to move the diesel from the Land Cruiser onto. But just thought I'd kind of give a 6-minute intro, I guess. Wow, I might have to cut some of that out.
Oh, I don't think they'll run anywhere. We'll find out. Let's go do a flashlight review.
Oh, no, they're still there. Camera's way out of focus. Oh. That's not what I want to do. Okay. Very dark night. All the lights I got off. They're still there. This is a pretty good light. They start trotting away now. Oh, I just seen them there. Here, just leave it on all the time instead of using the push button switch. This is just a quick test of this guy. Ooh, look at the crazy spider webs up there. Oh my god, look at all the garbage I blew over here. Yeah, I don't think this tree is going to make it. Tempted to transplant that one. The trail's getting a little bit filled in here, but can't wait for these trees to grow up. Ooh, big spider web. They are long gone. Oh, that's no fun. Well, this guy here, this is just going to be a quick beam shot. This video is actually meant to be live already 2 days ago. So it's going to be a week late for this light because it came on Friday and I was already out here for the weekend. So it's not bad when I'm in the city, but so that tree there is dead. This one here is going to be okay. That's one I transplanted-ish. This one here is done. This one might be okay because I transplanted an entire bucket full. But she is a dark night, that's for sure. And so I'm using Dolite Warrior Mini right now. And it's magnetic, so I'm kind of keeping it a little bit of a distance away from my phone. But to be honest, most phones are pretty good with magnets nowadays. See if I can catch a... Let's see a fire up ahead someone's having. A neighbor over there, so I don't want to blind them too much. Yeah, this light here is freaking awesome. Just seeing how hot it's going to get. I will go through all the different modes here in a few minutes. It's not too bad. Camera is definitely dimming out here. It looks a lot better with my eyes. So, again, Dolite Warrior Mini. So, it's a very compact, pretty nice looking light, that's for sure. Let's try some different modes. So you press lightly, you get low, you press again, you get high. You press a little bit, you get it on all the time. You press slightly, it's kind of hard to say without seeing it, but you press this lightly on it, you get low, which is kind of cool.
still kind of learning the modes, and it also does have your normal indicator. Yes, I just charged it. So that's ultra, that's pretty low. Next setting. Woo. That's pretty good. I still gotta get used to the settings again. This is just kind of a random beam shot here. Okay, well, I'm going to be using it more during the week. I actually took it to work with me, but little did I know that it actually turned on in my pocket and killed the batteries on it. Okay, so now I got the rear motion light here. You guys can get a better shot of it here. Well, it's off to working on the tractor again, and I'm using the Olight Warrior Mini to work on stuff. The camera just dims out. And I also got another Olight up here, which is just magnetically stuck up there. So this one here is the H2R Nova headlamp, which is out of focus. So
I have come for your knees.
So just got to get a few things done on her, put back together the air filter assembly, and maybe start working on the tire. But this light here, been using it all day in here, and seems to be working awesome. Okay, so it has been now, what time is it? How long has it been?
I don't know, it's 10:30 or so.
So an hour and a half of having both of those lights on high, and worked pretty good here. So I just gave this kind of a bastardized. I'll turn on my light here. So basically, I found some old extension cord, gave it a slice, went over to PTO wiring, kind of did this stuff up a little bit better here. Everything has to be wrapped with tape. The wiring's pretty brittle. I already rewrapped all this. This is just going to be shoved here. This is, actually it will be on that side in there. That's why I got this thick loom on here, so it can ride on the steering shaft if it needs to and not go through. But just thought I'd kind of do a little bit of a final update here. Now I'm about to find out how hot this light is. Surprisingly cold, so it must be dimmer now for sure. It's actually nowhere near warm. So this is the Olight Warrior Mini. So magnetic base. You know, it's pretty hot up at the front here. So where's the indicator? Red. Yeah, it's into red now. That's for sure. So I do got my camera light on. So she is an awesome light. Now, the only thing I found with this light that kind of sucks, was that in sand?
Yep. Is that the PC we're looking for?
No. No, just throwing in one of the boxes or bins here. Just kind of doing some cleanup. So the only thing I find that's annoying about this light is if I do this. But not turn off my phone. Do you see here? Look how magnetic my sand is. Do you guys see that? So if I accidentally drop it in the sand, the magnet, I got very magnetic sand here. And it's a pain in the ass to get it out of here. And now when you think of it, metal and metal. When this thing charges, what happens if there's a bunch of magnetic sand in that gap, right? Or metal shavings? So far, I have dropped it in the sand, and I have charged it a few times. And I mean, I can't even blow that off, so... So that kind of, in a way, kind of sucks. But at the same time, so far, it hasn't caused any charging issues, any kind of run issues, nothing. So we're just going to go with it and hope for the best.